If you run a business, you might be used to marketing channels and video production taking months to build. But we just launched a brand new business YouTube channel with 2 videos published, all in under 2 weeks. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we did it, how we defined the audience and positioning, landed on our content strategy, and wrote, filmed, edited, and published the first videos lightning fast. So by the end, you'll know exactly how to stop stalling, get your YouTube channel off the ground, and start building your greatest inbound marketing asset in less than 2 weeks. So before we dive into the how, let me give you a quick snapshot of the project. The client is an event business that hosts an annual event. It's called the Festival of Legends, and it's a large fairy festival. This event has been running for 13 years, so it's well established, but their marketing was mostly focused on other social media. So they needed a long-term YouTube asset to build a dedicated audience and reduce their reliance on short-term platforms. The biggest challenge was time and founder bandwidth. The founder is swamped with organizing the 13th year of the festival, which was 2 months away. They had no time to spare, and my job was to build and launch the channel with as little lift from them as possible. I promised them no more than 4 hours of their time needed per month, and with the festival around the corner, we needed to start building hype quickly. So our goal was simple: launch and publish fast. We weren't aiming for perfection, we were aiming for momentum. We needed to get the channel launched and get those first 2 videos published so we could start getting those early wins to fuel our progress. Here's what we ended up shipping in those 2 weeks. We shipped a positioned YouTube channel complete with custom copy and graphics, 2 videos published and optimized with titles, thumbnails, and descriptions, 2 more videos filmed and ready for editing, and a fully defined content strategy in a systemized format for future videos. So that's what we did, and now let's get into the exact steps that we took to launch this thing fast. The first and most critical step we took was defining our audience. We see so many businesses launch a channel and just start posting random videos they think their audience will like. But this is slow, it's frustrating, and it relies on luck. We needed a repeatable process. What we needed was one clear viewer to build around. Before we ever wrote a script, we asked 3 simple questions about the person we were trying to reach. What do they love? What do they hate? And what do they need? For the Festival of Legends, this helped define our audience as enthusiasts of fantasy, cosplay, and historical reenactment in the United States who want an inclusive, high-quality event to attend annually. This one sentence is a compass. It means we don't worry about people outside the US and we don't worry about general event goers. We focus on the passionate people already deep in the culture. The second critical decision, after we knew who we were talking to, was deciding what we were going to be to them. This is the channel's positioning. It's the clear lane that makes content creation easy and prevents the trap of random posting. We set a 3-part goal for the channel. First, discovery. We wanted to be the place where people first find the Festival of Legends. Second, love. We wanted to get them to fall in love with the atmosphere and the community. And third, utility. Give them all the information they need to have the most fun attending. And this also gave us some guardrails, which is a key to our speed. Positioning isn't about just what we are, it's about what we aren't. We set these clear guardrails to prevent content sprawl. So what we will post are highly specific festival utility videos. This means videos that focus on rules, on logistics, parking guides, and first-time advice. We'll post behind the scenes and community videos. We want to showcase the unique atmosphere, interview the staff and attendees, and explore the history of the event. And we'll post event highlights. This is the bread and butter of live events, actually showing what it's like to be at the event and to get people excited about the next one. So if a video idea doesn't fall clearly into one of these 3 categories, we don't make it. By establishing these guardrails, we immediately ruled out 80% of potential video ideas, leaving us with a clear, tight, and highly leveraged content strategy. Our content will now focus on helping our target audience attend the best local event for them without getting distracted. So now that we knew who we were talking to and what we were to them, we had to decide what we would post. We needed a plan that would create momentum immediately. We created 2 main content pillars based on our positioning and our guardrails. Pillar 1 was discovery. This is content designed for new viewers who are searching on YouTube. They need to find the event and understand what it is. Pillar 2 was trust and conversion. This is content for people who have already found the event and are now deciding whether to attend. It builds excitement and provides utility. So next, we defined one repeatable starting format. Every video did not need to be a new invention. We chose the talking head format interspersed with some existing B-roll of the event to keep the production lift low and start getting those first few videos out quickly. This format is fast to script, fast to film, and directly serves the audience's needs. So to generate the first 10 ideas quickly, we looked at the client's past marketing and their website. We found the top questions that they receive every year from attendees, and those became our first video ideas. This strategy kept us from stalling and gave us the immediate momentum we needed to launch in 2 weeks. So now we're about to start writing the scripts, but we had one final critical decision before we put pen to paper, and that is starting with the packaging. YouTube is a packaging game. You can have the most insightful, well-produced video in the world, but if the title and thumbnail don't get the click, then it's gonna fail. So we reversed the process. Instead of writing a full script and then trying to find a good title and thumbnail, we designed the title and thumbnail first. Each of our top 10 content ideas was turned into a high-impact title and thumbnail combination that clearly communicated the video's value. This gave us a clear promise that the script then had to deliver on. And that single step drastically reduced wasted effort and made the scripting process easy because we already knew the destination. After that, the videos were written in an outline format that would allow me to simply ask the founder questions and let his expertise and delivery shine naturally. Now on to execution. How did we film 4 videos in a single afternoon? We used batch filming, so this means setting up the camera, lighting, and the audio once, and then we filmed all the videos back to back in the same session. This took maybe 2 hours. And the production setup was super simple: one camera, a key light, and a microphone. And our quality bar was real, authentic, personable, and clear. We prioritized consistency, speed, and authenticity. Next, we used a prompting method. So I didn't give the founder a full script to memorize. That would have been slow and kind of stiff. Instead, I used a bullet point outline. I sat off camera and simply asked him the questions on the outline. This approach allowed his expertise to shine naturally. It resulted in an authentic conversational delivery that was fast to film and felt highly personal to the viewer. By batching the setup and using a conversational prompt, we minimized setup time and maximized the founder's efficiency. And that's how we filmed 4 videos in a single batch. So now let's talk about the final stage, editing and approvals. Because if you've ever been a project manager like I have, you know that things can really get hung up in approvals. So we needed a pipeline that didn't drag. This is where most projects slow down. And our solution had 2 parts. First, a simple edit style. We used a standard template for every video. No fancy animations or complex sounds. We only used appropriate B-roll footage of the event. And we used on-brand text and graphics to communicate some more complex information. And simple editing means fast editing. And second, tight approvals. We knew the founder was busy. We couldn't allow for endless feedback rounds. I handled all the edits internally. I only sent the founder a single draft for approval. The goal was just to make sure that the video felt aligned with the festival's brand. We only accepted show-stopping feedback. If it wasn't a major issue, then we just moved forward. This strict approval process kept us out of those endless feedback loop traps and made sure that we stayed on track for that 2-week launch deadline that we had set. And finally, we launched. This meant setting up the channel completely. We added the banner, the About section, and all the links. We uploaded 2 finished videos, and everything was optimized: titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. And after the final sign-off, we hit publish. 2 weeks, 2 videos, and a fully built channel. All from nothing, from zero. So let's recap those 7 steps that we followed. We started with an audience and a promise. We knew exactly who we were serving. Then we created clear positioning and guardrails. This focused our efforts. Next, we set up 2 content pillars in one repeatable format that gave us the simple system. We designed our titles and thumbnails first. The packaging had to be right. Then we batch filmed everything at once. We used a simple edit template and tight approvals. This kept the process moving quickly. And finally, we hit publish. We hit our goal. We started seeing those first few views and subscribers come in. It was great. And this is the exact proven sequence that we used. This is how we successfully launched a business YouTube channel in under 2 weeks. I hope you found this super helpful. It was even super helpful me just recapping what we did. So if you've been wanting a YouTube channel for your business, but you don't have the time to do it, reach out to me at nerdgatemedia.com. Everything you just saw will do exactly the same thing for you. And if you were thinking about building your own YouTube channel, you might also find value in this video where I talk about how to focus on getting leads and not just views, how to focus on the right things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you over there.